Menu narration option is set to off.
Coach, thanks. We're about 12 miles south of the future home of the Chargers at the current home of the Chargers, and that's Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and our home team. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Yellow, I'll go on, 80. Get him.
On first down, Whitfield. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a foot race. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. second touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
We go! 15-1. 15-1.
They'll run on first down. Barrow. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Looking to throw. Crouch. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line.
They're making it look another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. Gonna give this time to the tailback. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Chiefs' 43-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D.
Off play action. Crouch. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 20-yard line. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well. And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
To throw on 2nd down. Crouch. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Ready? 70, Indy. 54. It's out time.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. They'll try to run this one in. And he will get in across the chalk for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offensive tunnel.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mahomes firing complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Fire down these two. Fire down these two.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's going to find Hill here. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 43.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
And this is caught. 7-7, our score after 1. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd of the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
54. And come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Crouch. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Ready, set.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Protein spill.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd down now, it's Gordon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
60 Pittsburgh. Pilot, 64. Weak. 36.
On 3rd down, Barrow. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Let's go. 10 Tucson.
Check. 53 is mine.
61. Matchbox. Let's go.
Off the play fake. Crouch. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Back to throw. Crouch. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off at the 38.
Oh, man, partner, this is something cornerbacks love to do, and that's outthink a quarterback. If you get a sense that they're going to throw a quick out route or a quick hitch, you can just lay back an extra yard or two, but then really put your foot in the turf and drive on the football. And here I think he baited the quarterback into the throw and made it pay off.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 38-yard line.
Got it.
53. Check 53. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
Shoot.
To throw on 2nd down. Crouch. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And nothing but daylight ahead. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards.
On the ready.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the slant.
Snap.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, Barrow. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll try and run for it. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. On 1st down, Whitfield. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. This one into the hands of Metcalf. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd.
Watch that end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Well, partner, if we had their entire playbook in front of us, I'm not sure we would have picked out that play as the one to run in that situation. How about the guts of the offensive coordinator? Dialing that one up into great success.
He gets this one to Johnson. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Mahomes now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 39 yards there, a big one. Now Mahomes, pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Joey Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Charger drive about to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Looking to throw on second down. Crouch. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 43 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Barrow. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Push him back.
Get it.
From the gun, Crouch. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. 20! And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. it's Mahomes again. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for two, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? I mean, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors they have to look at to try and help out. But you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
The punt team on now as this one's sent away. And the punt kicks out of bounds, and they will spot it right at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Whitfield, and for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
All day, every day, any day.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Let's go, baby.
The Charger drive about to get going. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. You draw Corker.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on third and inches.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go. 10-2 soft. He's tired of you.
They'll run on first down. Barrow. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. The 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. As his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen. I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
On second down, Whitfield. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And an alley to run. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now? They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
3 bucks. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And now it's 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Looking to throw. Crouch. And Allen's got it. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Crouch looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Black. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 30-yard line.
50, plant. 53. Hey, Haywood. Protein spill now.
Operating from the gun. Crouch. Got Gordon open, completes it. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 12.
On 1st down, Barrow. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
To throw on 2nd down. Crouch. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Hey, 43, 15.
Recon, 132 fight. Check. Lucky.
They'll keep it on the ground. Whitfield. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Whitfield. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
A gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
6-6, pull it high. Hey, seam 6, big dribble.
They'll look to throw. Right back for Allen. This time he finds him complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. This quarterback now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Obviously a big first down right there. Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly. Being chased out left. And that's incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning. Is it a positive? It is a positive. Okay. About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them. It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route.
Here we go! 60 Pittsburgh.
He'll look to throw. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Hey, exit. 61, matchbox, light, snap.
Back to throw. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts.
Get ready. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. All right, T, let's go. All right, T. Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
Bravo.
Big Sears right here.
Back to throw. And this is caught. He's got it for a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, it's all going to come down to a 2-point conversion. The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the 2-point conversion to tie the ball game. From the gun, Crouch, and it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right? I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there. All right, we'll see if they do just that. To throw is Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Mahomes now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's get it. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48-yard line.
That's a pretty strong return to start this overtime. And you know that if you run some decent offense, you should have a shot at a field goal. But I'd have to think to myself, I want the 6 points. I want this game over now. I don't want to give the other team a chance to come back and beat me.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Now a give right side. Barrow. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 46-yard line.
Ready?
53. Check 53. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Now a first throw here in overtime. He completes it to Henry. That one good for 26 and a first down. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
They'll run on first down. Barrow. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. General West.
Tighten up.
Let's go.
Off play action. Crouch. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. And you got caught in between and created a foul.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Able to get this to Gordon. Give him 3 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Two minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Operating from the gun. Crouch to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
What can Mahomes do now with his overtime drive? And that's how this one ends, in dramatic fashion in overtime with the interception. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night, everybody.